Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tasha, and if you're new here, feel free to check out my other content just so that you can familiarize yourself with me and we get to know each other a little bit better. Like this video, share, as well as subscribe. I've been asked a few times about my curly hair routine. It's pretty simple. I wasn't really trying to show you guys my routine today or anytime soon, honestly, because I recently just moved and it has been the most stressful move I've ever had in my life. I moved quite a few times. When I tell you, this gave me a headache for days and months, but the last few days was the most craziest. Right now I'm just parting my hair in 4 sections, and this is literally how I do it. I will literally use my fingers because I don't like harsh lines in my head when I'm done curling it. So yeah, I would suggest using your fingers to avoid any harsh type of lines, but I also do the back first. But yeah, I was having a crazy time moving, and not only that, I wasn't buying a lot of products, especially hair products, towards the end of my move. In this area that I'm in right now, they don't have as many hair stores, and my car is not, I can't even find any hair ties. I don't really use the one that's on my hand, so don't be like, you have one with you. I don't use this one. I'm just literally trying to tuck these away. If it starts to bother me, I'm gonna go look for a hair tie. I wouldn't suggest tying your hair like this, but I'm also in a rush because I have to go get Ryle from school. But I feel like I have enough time to do this. So I freshly just washed my hair using my Carol's Daughter shampoo and conditioner, which is also in one of the recent videos that I did where I was talking about hair tools. So if you want to know what products I use, it's in that video. I'll also leave it in the description box. All my hair stuff is done because I need to find a hair store in my area, literally in my area, because my car is on its last limb. Everything that could be going wrong right now is happening to me, so just bear with me. When I tell you we're gonna have to do a big hair shopping real soon, we're gonna have to do that once I'm able to get to a hair store. I have a little bit of hair cream here. You can see it's literally at the bottom, but it's enough to do my hair today. In here I just have water and then my curling mousse here, and you can use any curling mousse. I like to use the ones that have the least amount of chemicals in it. And my main thing that I use is this wannabe Denman brush, because the Denman brush was too much money, and I was like, why not use this? And it's working just as well. But I feel like I'm gonna buy it to see if there's actually a big difference. That is basically what I've been using. I would usually use a gel, like I said, but I'm gonna have none, so this is what I use. So I start off in smaller sections. My hair is already drying out already, so I just put a lot of water. You want to put a lot of water, okay? Water is your best friend when it comes to a routine like this. I didn't even realize how much water is crucial for my hair to curl properly. Oh my gosh, I really need you guys. So tuck your hair away, okay? Like, probably not like how I'm doing it, but it's working for now. If I run away, it's because I need to go find something else to have my hair not fall in the face. So I drench it with water, and then I take some of my Cantu conditioning cream lotion. This is creamy hair lotion. I put a little bit. I would also put it in each section, so I didn't do that just now, but you can put it in each section just so that it will get the moisture going in my hair. But I rub it through like that. Then I take some of my mousse. I take about like a pump and a half for each strand. I load it in there. Then I take my brush and I brush it like that. Now you can brush it, and depending on your hair type, it may be enough for it to curl or be the curls that you want it to be. Like, I can literally brush it out and just put some tension on it and leave it and then make it curl up. But the curl routine that I do, I twist it around the brush. But then I would take it on my hair like that, and you see how it's around the brush? I would circle it on my hair like this. This little piece needs to go on there, right? And I bring it up, and now I would twist it, and then I'll just make it fall like that. And then I have this curl like that. That's basically it. So I just keep doing that. I'll just put it in the back. I'll put the hair cream, but first I'll just put a little bit more water. I use like a squirt of hair cream just so that it will moisturize my hair from the get-go. And right here is the most driest section of my hair, like the whole middle piece, because when I wear it out in my curls, that's what's sticking out at the top the most, so it gets really dry there. I just take it out in sections. Some of the sections I make a little smaller than others. I don't know, I just feel like it gives it a more defined look that way. And I know how my hair feels, so if I feel like that section is gonna be a little bit harder to curl, then I take a smaller section. So I just do this. I feel like because I'm trying to look in the mirror, I'm not getting it. But I do that, I bring it down the brush, and I twist it around. And then I spin it once all the way around. And I try to make this part face the outside so that it doesn't get tangled in my hair. And I just do that. And I kind of do that so that it kind of holds a bit better. But yeah, see? That's it. I can't wait till I find the hair story, guys. It's like, right now I'm super low on like all my hair things. I want to get some scrunchies, just some even leave-in conditioners, because now that I have a routine, it's like I care to take care of my hair. I take the brush like so. I make sure it's like goes to the end, and then I spin it. And you want to make sure the hair is laying flat too. You don't want it to like be in like a spiral or just too close together. I spread it out like that. And then I go up, spin all the way around, and it comes down like that. And because the bottom piece was inside the brush, that's why I make sure I do that. You want to spray more water along the way if you feel like it's getting a little bit dry. The more drier your hair, it's not gonna hold the curl properly, and it's not gonna look that great when it's dried down. It needs to be wet. I want to make sure it's flat like that, okay, on that angle, and then I just spin it. This section of my hair in the middle is the most dry, so I make sure I drench it even more, and I cream it way more than the other sections. You see, like this one, it didn't ravel as much, so I literally just kind of twisted with my hands a little. Oh my gosh, I actually want to show you guys how I do it on this side, because I feel like you'll get it better. Because you know when you're doing your hair and then one side is harder to do than the other side because it's not your dominant side. So when I was doing hair, I was like, you know what, why did I show the other side first? Because this side is easier. I take the hair like that all the way down, that, and I put it on that angle so it's easier to turn, and then I just go up like that. Spin it around. See, it even curls better on this side, because this is the side that always looks better when I'm done. Like that. Okay, so I finished the back and this is what the curls are looking like. See, you see this side looks a little bit better because it was just easier for me to manage on this side than it was on this side. And mind you, they're still wet, so they have to dry down. So I'm just adding more water. And what is left of this, I could also get this at Walmart. I just like going to the beauty store and grabbing things sometime, but I didn't check the Walmart here yet to see what they have in terms of hygiene products, hair products. I don't know what it's looking like. I'm hoping that it's as good as where I'm coming from. Also, I probably cry a little bit with my, oh, look at the brush, with my emotional self. So I'm just gonna add some of the mousse. I always try to say get it up in this area and get this area wet too, because if it is dry here, it'll be a little bit more poofy and not as curly, I realize, especially since the brush can't go all the way up. So I just go with the brush like that. Turn it all the way. And voila. And when I'm putting it on the brush, I like to put it closer to the bottom because I don't want my hair to get tangled up in the brush too much. I go up as much as possible. Turn it all the way. And that's it. I really love this style because I don't have to worry about my hair pretty much all week long. You know how much of a blessing that is? Like, if you know, you know. I used to have to struggle with when I would do my hair, and especially after I wash it, and I would do a curl routine as best as I knew from my understanding, and then by the next day my hair, I can't manage it. I couldn't manage it. It was just too big, too dry, no curls. Thank the Lord, I just tried to understand my hair a bit better just to make life a little bit more easier, because I don't care what nobody says, like, if your hair is good, you're good more times. You know, lots of the times I don't even come out my house or go anywhere because my hair is in a bad state. And I don't know how to put on a wig. I've never put one on before, like to go outside. To me, it does not flatter me at all. Like, I don't know if it's because my whole life I never really wore any. I love when I see people in certain wigs and I'm just like, man, that must be so much more easier to deal with than how I had to deal with my hair in the past, because it just wouldn't keep up. It wouldn't hold a style, and I didn't know how to do a curly hair routine like this where I was able to just leave it for a while. So honestly, when you learn something even as simple as this, it could just be very life-changing. This is this side all done. Let me finish this side and I'll show you guys how it looks. Reminisce on the way it used to be. Share a couple lessons and memories. Those feelings out of can't brush them back to me once. Just now I just added a little bit of this mousse to my hair. As I told you, I don't use much of this, been using this. I just added a little bit to the ends since the end parts were kind of in the brush a little bit. This is what it looks like wet, and when I'm not in a rush or I don't really have to go outside as much, I will just leave it to let it air dry, and I won't loosen out the curls until like the next day or two, because I actually don't mind it staying like this. I'm just gonna leave it like this for a lot of hours because I want it to completely dry before I take them out. I'm pretty sure I'll show you guys before I go to bed, because I don't want to go to bed and then show you guys tomorrow, because I feel like it's just easier to do it today. And the curls actually get bigger as days go by. I feel like my curls actually look the best after like day 3 or 4. Even though I'm going to show you the results of my hair once it's dry and I take it out, it's not going to be as big. But I have videos where you guys see my hair in its state after like 4 or 5, 6 days. But yeah, I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like after it's dried down. So it's hours later. When I finished doing my hair earlier, it was around 2:30, and right now it's 10:17 p.m. So because I don't use a diffuser, I just wrap it like this so that the curls don't lay flat on my head. So that's how it looks like. And I had it like this when it kind of dried down a little bit, so probably around an hour or 2 after. Hope it doesn't look crazy. If I did this when I wasn't filming, I would most likely take it out in the morning. So at this point, I'm only gonna need like a comb like this. So you need like a wide tooth comb as well as some oils. And I always say use the oils that react well to your hair. You probably already guessed it. Like, I know my girl is gonna use castor oil. Because the castor oil is on the heavier side and I want to apply some to my hair, I literally only use a little bit. So I'm gonna put a little bit of my Jamaican, why is this not picking up? Can we not be rude today? My Jamaican black castor oil, and I'm gonna use some mustard oil as well because this is what I have here. If I didn't have the mustard oil, or if I could find my virgin olive oil right now, I would use that, but I don't mind using this because it's actually really good for my hair. It has good health benefits for my hair and it's 100% pure. So I just put a little bit of this on my hand. I just like when my hands are a little bit slippery when I do this, so I just pour just a little bit in there, not much, like literally the size of a dime. And if it finishes quickly, I'll just add a little bit more, but I only like to use a little bit at a time because I don't like my hair too greasy, but I don't want it dry either. So I put just a tiny bit of this oil as well. This could probably do for my whole head that I put. So I just put it in my hands like this, and then I start to loosen them up. Because this is day 1, I'm not gonna loosen them up as much because as the days go by, I loosen them up a little bit more. That way the curls just last longer. If I loosen it all up right now, it won't last me as long as it does. But I like to loosen them up gently. I don't like to have one big old curl in there all the time, but when I want the bigger, fluffier curls, I loose them up a bit. So I know a lot of people say they don't like mustard oil because it smells weird, but it's good for your hair, so why not? And you want to be gentle. You don't want to pull on it too much and then ruin your curls. So for the front ones, I just loosen it up a little bit as the days go by. So that's that side. So I still have oil on my hands. So you see the difference? I could loosen it up a bit more, but like I said, I don't want to do all of it now. I'm just going to go ahead and do this side. Okay, so you can see the difference. You can use a comb like this, but you don't want to pull on it too much. As the days go by, I literally just fluff it out as I go, but that's pretty much it. And this is me for about a week. Or if my scalp is fine and it's not irritating, I might go on like a week and a day. But I don't really stretch it to 2 weeks because my scalp just can't. I hope that this answers y'all's questions. I was getting all the questions about my curly hair routine. If you like this style and you want to see more like this and you just want to get more natural hair tips, feel free to let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, it's free, okay? Like, it is free.com. And thank you for staying until the end of this video. It means so much to me. I really do appreciate you guys. Until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye.